It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Chargers' electric quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Chargers and the Steelers on Monday Night Prime Time.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. And so good to be with you, Mike Tirico, Greg. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And this one goes out of bounds on the opening kickoff. That is a rough start for the kicker and his team as the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Out of the gun, he'll throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
3rd down is the down that pass rushers live for. More often than not, they know it's a passing situation, and they get to just pin their ears back and go. Here early in this game, they're able to bring down the quarterback, and I got a feeling this won't be the last time.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out. They're led out by their quarterback, a 2nd-round pick back in April's draft.
There's really no way around it, Mike. I mean, let's just call it what it is. This has been a disastrous start to their season thus far. I mean, they desperately need to get a win and change some of the energy in that building, because I can assure you, I've been there before. As these losses stack up, every day becomes more and more of a drag. And then all of a sudden you get that one big win, and the spirits of the building just change overnight. They need that. Can today be that spark? Because if not, they're in for a long season.
They send the tight end in motion. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a 1st down. And that's not going to yield a whole lot, up to about the 28-yard line. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Here's a 2nd and 9. One of the tight ends in motion right. He'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. 1st and 10. Now they'll run. It's a counter. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Ladd McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it's going to be 3rd down. Back to throw. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away, because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers. We have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up 4th down. These are drive killers.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Steelers' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams trying to defend in the red zone. Look at this graphic. Second in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a QB. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. They'll look to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. To the right side here. Pass is caught. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down. Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every staff in the league that understands that we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
2nd and a yard. Now they'll set up to throw. And he can't get away. Down he goes back to the 16.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And
the pressure gets there again. And again he goes down.
If you can't protect the quarterback in the NFL, you might as well just throw your entire playbook in the garbage. Everything starts there. And with the amount this quarterback's been hit and taken down here in the first quarter, are we confident that we're going to be able to even see him in the game come the second?
Now Mike Tomlin going to send out the field goal unit. This one from 41 yards out. No issues there. This one is good. And the Steelers will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to take over for their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Charger first down. They'll stay on the ground. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. Tight end going in motion here. They'll throw out of the gun. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. Here's 3rd and 2. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And he can't get away. They rally with the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. They're going to motion the tight end over here. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. To the right side and hauled in by McConkey. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
That one complete to McConkey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. They'll look to throw again. Throw across his body is complete. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. Back to the air one more time. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll tuck it and take off. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing now from the gun. He'll try and get the... He is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
The PAT, up and good. And the Chargers move out to a 7-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll begin here on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here's 3rd and 7. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And now it's going to be 3rd down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground, and he's going backwards here. They're going to take him down, back at the 5.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Steelers' offense and their running back set to go once more. He has run the ball well to this point in the season, right there amongst the NFL leaders in rushing. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He runs with it. Oh, yeah. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And he will be taken down, but there is a penalty flag down. A silly penalty may erase the turnover. Throwing now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain 1 additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
The Steelers going to send out their field goal unit here. This one from 43 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
This one complete right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. This one finds McConkey. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now he'll run it.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. He'll drop to throw. Now he takes off.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short gain.
trying to pick this one up on the ground. He stopped at the 11, but that is enough. A first down picked up as they are getting close.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Chargers.
Putting the tight end in motion. Quick throw, taken in, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2 minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Back to throw. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. It's his second touchdown of the year. Greg, I love the precision on that play. Very little time, very confined space, and they come through with the touchdown.
And it's the accuracy of the throw, Mike, that protects his receiver. Everything down here near the goal line is so condensed. You understand you're going to be thrown into tight windows, but when you trust your quarterback to protect you with the ball placement, it gives you a lot more confidence going across the middle of the field, and in this case, pays off for a touchdown.
And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball is going to come out to the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. I believe one of the Steelers was in there and brought it in. He did, so it stays with Pittsburgh. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll try to get this one on the ground. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. Here's the punter now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. The fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Now they'll set up to throw. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He'll go right and find his running back, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Chargers.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. The tight end going in motion to the left.
First down, Los Angeles.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. So Jim Harbaugh will make the move for the field goal unit. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Chargers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Final second now of this first half as this one is away. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw. Going for it all. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and the big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Ravens looking like they're going to be tough to beat this year as they improve their record to 7-0. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Brock Purdy, a touchdown pass in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chargers offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. He keeps it himself.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Whistles look like the right side got an early jump there. Let's check the flag. Following the penalty, they'll run it. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Really nice job here in the second half for this defense to come out and make a play. That last sack's going to go a long way to getting off the field, getting the offense the ball back, and see if they can chip away.
This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run. These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. He'll let this go for Pickens. And that is incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession, and they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll struggle to get positive yardage here, only up to about the 5. Look them up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll stick with him again. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Steelers offense getting set to get back to work. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? This one is complete. It's Pickens.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
It's into the hands of Pickens once again. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll go down, back at the 4.
I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. Receiver in motion, going right. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. The tight end motioning left here. They'll throw out of the gun. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Chargers.
They send the tight end in motion. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
Steelers offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. Not much there, maybe a yard.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
18-yard line.
Now a give on the ground. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He'll try to run for it. The Steelers going to send out their field goal unit here. This from 30 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Steelers will cut the deficit down to 2.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. On 2nd down, they run the counter. It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to...
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Open man left side. He's got it. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. One of the tight ends motions right. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Touchdown, L.A. The extra point is good. And the Chargers will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And angling for the sideline, but that ball will go out of bounds, so they try to pin them deep with a directional kick, but it backfires. With the ball out of bounds, it'll come out to the 40-yard line. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll go with a counter on first down. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. That's complete left side to Pickens. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
They put Pickens in motion. He's across midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Chargers will have great field position as they take over at their own 45. Tight end going in motion here. Back to throw here to begin the drop. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And nothing on that one back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The Chargers get set to kick it away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. He'll drop to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7. Up the middle they go. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. On play action, he'll set up to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete. 3rd and a yard. Now a give up the middle. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. 1st down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
There's a short one caught by Fryermuth. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down. To the outside. Catch made by Pickens. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. 1st and 10. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Two-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
Right back to him on first down. Not a whole lot there as he'll get to midfield, and that's all. Here's a 2nd and 9. A handoff as they try to run it here. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Man in motion, heading left. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. So 2nd down, and they'll run it. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And it looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
First down, Chargers.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.